Huntley boomerang. And Ron Clark was sort of saved the race at one point and
ይህ ሀፍቱ ነው። ከ15 እና 16 ዓመታት በፊት በኢትዮጵያ በትግራይ ክልል በኮረብታማና ተራራማ ስፍራዎች ላይ በጎችንና ከብቶችን ይጠብቅ የነበረ እረኛ። ነገር ግን አሁን እጅግ አስደናቂ በሆነ ተአምር የዓለማችን ምርጥ ከሚባሉ የማራቶን ሯጮች መካከል አንደኛው ለመሆን እየተንደረደረ ነው ያለው። የአውስትራሊያ የምንጊዜም ምርጥ የሚባለውን ፈጣን የማራቶን ሰዓት ለማስመዝገብም እየታገለ ነው። ይህ የ2026 የጎልድ ኮስት ማራቶን አስደናቂ የውድድር ታሪክ ነው። የኢትዮጵያውያን እጅግ አስገራሚ የሚባል የበላይነትን ባሳዩበት ውድድር ታሪክ ተመዝግቧል። የተወደዳችሁ የአትሌቲክስ አፍቃሪዎች ይህንን ውድድር እስከ መጨረሻው ድረስ በመከታተል አስደናቂውን የሀፍቱንና የኢትዮጵያዊቷን ሴት አልማዝ ታሪክ እንድትከታተሉ ጋበዝናችሁ። ላይክ፣ ሼር፣ ኮሜንት በማድረግ ይህ ቪዲዮ ለብዙ ሰዎች እንዲዳረስ አግዙን። ሰብስክራይብ በማድረግ ቤተሰባችን ሆኑ።
Ladies and gentlemen, on your mark.
So away they go, 42.195.
ሀፍቱ በኢትዮጵያውያን አቆጣጠር 1991 በሰሜን ኢትዮጵያ በትግራይ ክልል ነሐሴ 21 የተወለደ ልጅ ነው። የመጀመሪያዎቹ የህይወት ዓመታት እጅግ በተነጠለ አካባቢ ውስጥ አሳልፏል። በትግራይ ተራራማና ኮረብታማ ምድር ውስጥ በግና ላም በማገድ እረኛ ሆኖ አድጓል። ቤተሰቡ ከውጭ ዓለም ጋር የነበራቸው ግንኙነት እጅግ የተገደበና ቴሌቪዥን እንኳን የሌላቸው ነበሩ። ብቸኛ መረጃ ምንጫቸው አንዲት አሮጌ የኖኪያ ስልክ ነበረች። ከሁሉም ነገር እጅግ የራቅን ነበርን ሲል ይናገራል። ሩጫ እንደ ፕሮፌሽናል ስፖርት ሊደረግ የሚችል ነገር መሆኑን እንኳን አላውቅም ነበር ሲል በኋላ ላይ ስላለፈው ህይወቱ ያስታውሳል። በእርግጥ ትምህርት ቤት እያለን ንቁ ነበርን፣ ነገር ግን ቴሌቪዥን አልነበረንም። ያን ያህል ዘመናዊ ህይወትንም አላሳለፍንም። ከሌሎች እረኞች ጋር ይጫወት የነበረ ሰው ነው። አንድ ቀን ከሚቆጣጠረው ዓለም አቀፍ መድረክ እጅግ የራቀ ህይወትን ይመራ ነበር። በ2007 ሀፍቱ የ8 ዓመት ልጅ እያለ ህይወቱ ትልቅ እጥፋትን አጋጠመው። በትግራይ ማህበራዊ ጉዳይ ቢሮ አማካኝነት አስቸኳይ ድጋፍ የሚያስፈልገው ልጅ እንደሆነ ተለየ። ያም ድጋፍ ማሪያ ስትሪንዞስ ከተባለ አውስትራሊያዊት የረዳት ሰራተኛ ጋር አገናኘው። ማሪያ ስትሪንዞስ በኢትዮጵያ ውስጥ ከሁለት አስርት ዓመታት በላይ በረዳት ሰራተኝነት ሰርታለች። እንደ አውሮፓውያኑ አቆጣጠር በ2007 በትግራይ ክልል የሚገኙ ህፃናትን ለመርዳት ባቋቋመችው ሃውዜን ኦርፋን ፕሮጀክት በተሰኘ ድርጅት አማካኝነት ሀፍቱን አገኘችው። በኋላ እንደጻፈችው ሀፍቱ እንግሊዘኛ የማይናገርና መብራት ምን እንደሆነ እንኳን የማያውቅ የብቸኝነት ህይወትን የሚያሳልፍ ልጅ ነበር ትላለች። ለ4 ዓመታት ያህል ቅርበትና ግንኙነት ካደረጉ በኋላ ማሪያ ሀፍቱን በህጋዊ መንገድ አዶፕት ወይንም ማደጎ አድርጋ በመውሰድ በ2011 ወደ አውስትራሊያ ወሰደችው። በወቅቱ የ10 ዓመት ልጅ ነበረ። በእኔ እድሜ ላለ ልጅ በወቅቱ እጅግ ከባድና አስጨናቂ ነበር ሲል ሀፍቱ ወደ አዲሷ ሀገሩ ስላደረገው ጉዞ ተናግሯል። ነገር ግን እንደ እድል ሆኖ እናቴ እጅግ በጥሩ ሁኔታ ታውቀኛለች። የኔን ታሪክና አስተዳደጌን ታውቃለች። እዚህ ያሉት ቤተሰቦቼም እጅግ ድንቅ ሆነውልኛል ይላል። ሽግግሩ ያለ ፈተና አልነበረም። በቋንቋ እንቅፋት ይገጥመው የነበረው ሰው እንግሊዘኛን ከመሰረቱ መማር ነበረበት። በአንድ በኩል ሁለት የተለያዩ ህይወቶችን የኖርኩ ያህል ይሰማኛል። ላገኘኋቸው እድሎች ሁሉ እጅግ አመስጋኝ ነኝ ሲል ያስታውሳል። ራሴን እጅግ እድለኛ ሰው አድርጌ ቆጥረዋለሁ። ሀፍቱ በሜልበርን ደቡብ ምስራቅ በኩል በሚገኘው ቤንትሌይ ኢስት በተሰኘ አካባቢ መኖር ጀመረ። ግሪካዊ አያቱ ቤል ከርሱ ጋር የሚናገረው በግሪክ ቋንቋ ብቻ ስለነበር ሌላ ተጨማሪ ቋንቋ እንዲለምድ ረዳው። ቤተሰቡ ከሜልበርን የትግራይ ማህበረሰብ ጋር ቅርብ ግንኙነት የነበራቸው ሲሆን ቤተሰቦቹ ወዳጆቹንም ይጎበኙና ያስተናግዱ ነበር። የሀፍቱ የአትሌቲክስ ህይወት በዚያ ተጀመረ። በኦክሌይ ሳውዝ የመጀመሪያ ደረጃ ትምህርት ቤት ሩጫን ተለማመደ። አንድ መምህሩ የተፈጥሮ ክህሎት እንዳለው ለመጀመሪያ ጊዜ ሐሳብ ካቀረበለት በኋላ የኦክሌይ ታዳጊዎች አትሌቲክስ ክለብንና በመቀጠልም የግሌን ሃንቲል አትሌቲክስ ክለብን ተቀላቀለ። በኋላም በኪስቦሮ በሚገኝ ሄልበሪ ኮሌጅ ውስጥ ትምህርቱን እየተከታተለ የሩጫ ብቃቱንም ማሳደግ ቀጠለ። ሩጫ ከሰዎች ጋር እንድገናኝና ወደ ውጪ እንድወጣ እንድወዳደርም እንዲሁ ድንቅ ሰዎችንም እንድገናኝ ረድቶኛል ሲል ይናገራል። የህይወት ጎዳናዬ በሩጫ የተቃኘ ሆኗል ሲልም ይገልጻል። በኋላ ትምህርት ቤቶችን በመወከል በስቴት ቻምፒየንሺፕ የተወዳደረ ሲሆን ወደ ታላቅ ውድድሮችም ተሸጋገረ። ብቃቱ ሳይስተዋል አልቀረም። እንደ አውሮፓውያኑ አቆጣጠር በ2018 ሁለተኛ ደረጃ ትምህርቱን ካጠናቀቀ በኋላ የዩኤስኤ ፔንሲልቬኒያ በሚገኘው ቪላኖቫ ዩኒቨርሲቲ ውስጥ በኤሌክትሪካል ኢንጂነሪንግ ትምህርቱን የመከታተል ሙሉ የአትሌቲክስ ተማሪ ስኮላርሺፕ አገኘ። በቪላኖቫ ዩኒቨርሲቲ ሀፍቱ በሀገሪቱ ውስጥ ካሉ ምርጥ የሀገር አቋራጭ ሯጮች አንዱ ለመሆን በቃ። ጠንካራ የትምህርት መርሃ ግብሩን ከከፍተኛ ደረጃ ውድድሮች ጋር አጣጥሞ መራ። በዚህ ወቅት ያስመዘገባቸው ግላዊ ምርጥ ሰዓቶቹ እጅግ አስደናቂ ነበሩ። በ1500 ሜትር 3 ደቂቃ ከ50 ሰከንድ 04 ገባ። በ3000 ሜትር 7 ደቂቃ 58 07ን አስመዘገበ። በ5000 ሜትር 13 ደቂቃ 34 ሰከንድ 41 ተመዘገበለት። በአሜሪካ የኮሌጅ ውድድሮች የቪላኖቫን የአትሌቲክስን ክፍል ወክሎ የተወዳደረ ሲሆን እንደ አውሮፓውያኑ አቆጣጠር በ2023 በኤሌክትሪካል ኢንጂነሪንግ የምህንድስና የማስተርስ ዲግሪውን ማጠናቀቀ። በትምህርት ቤቱም ሆነ በሩጫው መስክ ጎበዝ የሆነው ብቃቱ የጽናቱና የጥንካሬ ስራው ማረጋገጫ ነበረ። ትምህርቱን ካጠናቀቀ በኋላ ሀፍቱ ወደ አውስትራሊያ በመመለስ በሀገር ውስጥና በዓለም አቀፍ መድረኮች ስሙን ማስጠራት ጀመረ። እንደ አውሮፓውያኑ አቆጣጠር በ2024 በቤልግሬድ ሰርቢያ በተካሄደው የዓለም አትሌቲክስ ሀገር አቋራጭ ሻምፒዮና ላይ ተወዳድሮ በግል 23ኛ በመውጣት አጠቃላይ 5ኛ ደረጃ ባገኘው የአውስትራሊያ ቡድን ውስጥ የመጀመሪያ ደረጃውን ያዘ። በዚሁ ዓመት በፊጂ ሱቫ በተካሄደ የኦሺኒያ አትሌቲክስ ሻምፒዮንሺፕ በ10000 ሜትር ወርቅ፣ በ5000 ሜትር ደግሞ የብር ሜዳሊያን ወሰደ። ወደ ጎዳና ሩጫ ያደረገው ሽግግር ግን እጅግ ስኬታማ ሆነለት። እንደ አውሮፓውያኑ አቆጣጠር በ2024 በሜልበርን የመጀመሪያ የግማሽ ማራቶን ውድድሩን 62 ደቂቃ 24 በሆነ ሰዓት በማጠናቀቅ ትልቅ አቅም እንዳለው አሳየ። በመቀጠልም ፌብሩዋሪ 2025 በጃፓን በተካሄደ የካጋዋ ማሩጋሜ ዓለም አቀፍ የግማሽ ማራቶን ውድድር አስደናቂ የሆነ 60 ደቂቃ 36 ሰዓትን አስመዝግቦ በጎዳና ሩጫዎች ላይ ጠንካራ ተፎካካሪነቱን አስመሰከረ። የሀፍቱ የመጀመሪያ የማራቶን ውድድር በሃምበርግ ማራቶን ዋዜማ ባጋጠመው ጉዳት ምክንያት ተስተጓጉሎ ነበረ። ነገር ግን ይህ አጋጣሚ ከዓላማው እንዲደናቀፍ አላደረገውም። እንደገና በማገገም በአዴላይድ ከሚገኘው አሰልጣኙ አዳም ዲዲክና ከቲም ቴምፖ ጋር በጋራ በመሆን ልምምዱን ቀጠለ። ትኩረቱን በኤሲክስ ጎልድ ኮስት ማራቶን ላይ ያደረገ። ከዚያም ጁላይ 5 2026 መጣለት። ሀፍቱ ስትሪንዞስ በኤሲክስ ጎልድ ኮስት ማራቶን ታሪክ ውስጥ እጅግ ድንቅ ከሚባሉ ብቃቶች አንዱን አስመለከተ። የቦታውን ሪከርድ በ73 ሰከንድ አሻሻለ። ውድድሩን 2:06:20 በሆነ ፈጣን ሰዓት አጠናቀቀ። የስኬቱ ስፋት እጅግ ታላቅ ነበረ። አንዲ ቡችናን በ2024 በቫሌንሲያ ያስመዘገበው የአውስትራሊያ የማራቶን ሪከርድን 2:06:22ን በ2 ሰከንዶችም ሰበረ። ከሊ ትሩፕ እንደ አውሮፓውያኑ አቆጣጠር የ2006 ስኬት በኋላ በ20 ዓመታት ውስጥ የጎልድ ኮስት ማራቶንን ያሸነፈ የመጀመሪያው አውስትራሊያዊ ወንድ ሆነ። የስኬቱ እውነታ ሲገባው በደስታ በጀርባው ተኝቶ ሁሉንም ነገር ማጣጣም ጀመረ። ከጥቂት ሳምንታት በፊት ሜይ 2026 የግማሽ ማራቶን ውድድሩን 60 ደቂቃ 41 በሆነ ሰዓት በማሸነፍ የአውስትራሊያን የቦታውን ሪከርድ አስመዝግቦ ነበረ። እናም በአጭር ጊዜ ውስጥ የአውስትራሊያን የማራቶን ክብረ ወሰን የጎልድ ኮስት ማራቶንንም ክብረ ወሰን ሰባበረ። ከአውስትራሊያ አትሌቲክስ ጋር ባደረገው ቃለ መጠይቅ ሀፍቱ ሪከርድ ስለሰበረበት ውድድር ሲናገር ሰውነቴ ትንሽ ተጎድቷል፣ ነገር ግን ለረጅም ርቀት ለማራቶን ሩጫ ይህ አዲስ አይደለም። በሳምንቱ መጨረሻ ባሳየሁት ብቃት በራሴ እጅግ ኮርቻለሁ። ሪከርዱ ደግሞ ተጨማሪ ትልቅ ስጦታ ነው አለ። ሪከርዱ በአእምሮዬ ውስጥ ነበረ፣ ነገር ግን በቃ ይከናወናል ብዬ ከመጨነቅ ይልቅ የራሴን አቅም ምርጡን ለማውጣት አስቤ እሱ ላይ ማተኮር ጀመርኩኝ። ብቃቱን ማሳደግ እቅዱ እንደሆነ ገለጸ። እቅዴ መስራቴን መቀጠል ነው። ከአሰልጣኝ ጋር እየገነባ ነው ያለውን ስርዓት ማሻሻልና በመጨረሻም በዓለም አቀፍ መድረክ ተፎካካሪ መሆን እፈልጋለሁ አለ። በጉዞው ሁሉ ሀፍቱ በሁኔታዎች ውስጥ የረዱትን ሰዎች ለማመስገን ወደ ኋላ ብሎ አያውቅም። በሳምንት እስከ 190 ኪሎ ሜትር የሚሮጥ ሲሆን ለስኬቱ ትልቅ ክፍል ያለው በአዴላይድ ለሚገኘው አሰልጣኙ አዳም ዲዲክና ለቲም ፖምፔ እንዲሁም ለቪክቶሪያን የስፖርት ኢንስቲትዩት እውቅና ይሰጣል። ከሁሉ በላይ እጅግ ድጋፍ ላደረጉልኝ ቤተሰቦቼ በጣም አመሰግናቸዋለሁ፣ እነሱ ድንቅ ሆነውልኛል ይላል። አሳዳጊ እናቱ ማሪያ ስትሪንዞስ በጉዞው ሁሉ አብራው ነበረች። ሪከርዱን ከሰበረ በኋላ በሰጠችው አስተያየት ከ14 ዓመታት በፊት ከኢትዮጵያ ተራሮች መጣ፣ በቅርቡ ደግሞ የአውስትራሊያ ፈጣኑ የማራቶን ሯጭ በመሆን ዘውዱን ደፋ። የሀፍቱ ስትሪንዞስ ስም አሁን በታሪክ መዝገባችን ውስጥ የተቀረጸ ነው ስትል ተናገረች። የሀፍቱ ስትሪንዞስ ታሪክ በአውስትራሊያ የስፖርት ታሪክ ውስጥ እጅግ አስደናቂ ከሆኑት ውስጥ አንዱ ነው። እጅግ ርቆ ከሚገኝ የኢትዮጵያ የትግራይ ገጠራማ ክፍል ከእረኝነት ተነስቶ አዲሷ ሀገሩ ያፈራችው ፈጣኑ የማራቶን ሯጭ ለመሆን በቅቷል። አዲስ ቋንቋን ተማረ፣ አዲስ ባህል ለመደ፣ በትምህርትም በትራክም ሩጫ ድንቅ ብቃቱን አሳየ። ስሙ አሁን በሪከርድ መዝገብ ላይ ሰፍሯል። ነገር ግን ጉዞ ገና አልተጠናቀቀም። አውስትራሊያን በዓለም አቀፍ መድረክ የመወከል ዓላማው ሀፍቱ ገና አልበቃለትም። የቤተሰብ አስፈላጊነት፣ የስፖርት የህይወት ለዋጭነትም እርሱ ምስክር ሆኖ አስመልክቶናል። በዚህ ውድድር ላይ በሴቶች ኤሊት ዘርፍ ሌላ ኢትዮጵያዊት አልማዝ አበበ ፍጹም የበላይነት በማሳየት 2:24:53 ገብታ አጠናቃለች። ገና በ20 ዓመቷ በዓለም ላይ ካሉ ተስፋ ሰጪ ወጣት የማራቶን ሯጮች አንዷ መሆኗን አስመስክራለች። ያስመዘገበችው ሰዓት በ2024 በጃፓኗ ዩካ ናካሙራ ከተመዘገበው የቦታው ሪከርድ 2:24:22 በ31 ሰከንዶች ብቻ የሚራራቅ ነበረ። ኬንያዊቷ አንቶኒና ክዌምባ ሁለተኛ ስትወጣ ጃፓናዊቷ ካኤዳ ካዋሙራ ሶስተኛን ይዛ ጠናቃለች። የአልማዝ ድል ኢትዮጵያ በዓለም አቀፍ በሴቶች ማራቶን ያላትን ታላቅ የበላይነት ያስቀጠለ ነበረ። ከደራርቱ ቱሉ ዘመን ጀምሮ እስካሁኗ የትዕግስት አሰፋ የበላይነት ድረስ የኢትዮጵያውያን ሴት አትሌቶች በማራቶን ርቀት ላይ አስገራሚ የበላይነታቸውን አስመስክረዋል። የአልማዝ በጎልድ ኮስት ማራቶን ያሳየችው የሀገሪቱ የሩጫ ታሪክ ገና ቀጣይ እንደሆነ ያስመሰከረ ነበረ። በ20 ዓመቷ ያሳየችው ጽናትና ብቃትም በብዙዎች ተደንቆላታል። ከውድድሩ በኋላ አልማዝ ለእኔ ይህ ትልቅና አስደናቂ ድል ነው። የሩጫው ፍጥነት እጅግ ጥሩ ነበረ። ሌሎች ሯጮች ሲደርሱብኝ ተከትያቸው ወጣው። እጅግ ደስ ብሎኛል። ለእኔም ቢሆን ከጠበቅኩት በላይ ነበረ ስትል ሐሳቧን አጋራች። የተወደዳችሁ የአትሌቲክስ አፍቃሪዎች ይህንን ቪዲዮ እስከ መጨረሻው ድረስ በመከታተል የእነዚህን አስደናቂ አትሌቶች ታሪክ ተመልከቱ። ላይክ፣ ሼር፣ ኮሜንት በማድረግ ይህ ቪዲዮ ለብዙ ሰዎች እንዲዳረስ አግዙን። ሰብስክራይብ በማድረግ ቤተሰባችን ሆኑ።
37.2 came on it, looking magnificent.
Indeed, made that turn, and as I mentioned earlier, that turn and you're heading for home, and this is a significant break. He's really running strong, and he'll know he's away. He's looking confident, look straight down the road. He's got that one little canal to get over. I think we all know the dreaded canal, but once you're over there, you're really, he's running strongly and looking very confident.
Yeah, he looks good, and I think that's a break now. At this stage in the race, 37k, this really is the business end with 5k to go. And he's working hard, you can see in his face, he's locked in, he's focused, but he still looks good, like his body carriage, his movement is still looking pretty good for this stage of the race.
Always look at those quads and the whether they're starting to feel the impact of the road, but no sign of that at the moment. Yep, he's definitely stretching. Yeah.
So that 2:11:27 in Sydney, he went to Valencia 2:26, didn't have a good race, had really high expectations as to what he was going to do. It's a massive gap that he's put in here. Born in Ethiopia, adopted by a Greek family, moved to Melbourne, went to Villanova. Is that where you were?
No, I was at Washington, other side of the country, but a lot of Australians there. It's got a great history.
Masters in Electrical Engineering. He runs for the Glen Huntly Club in Melbourne, Mono. It's greats there, Ron Clark, of course, and I kind of wish that on a moment like this, a breakthrough performance, that he was rocking the old Glen Huntly boomerang.
And Ron Clark was sort of saved the race at one point and was out of runaway bane. So he would be, his spirit would be there with Haffy, and he'd be taking that and using that to really get this victory.
So 37k, approaching 38. So and 4 and a bit to go. This is one of those canals that you told me.
That's the dreaded one. He's over that, so he
feels like Vesuvius when you're climbing up that. It's like the Hillary step.
And a massive PB. He's on pace to run 2:07. I think, as he said, 5k to go. You do the sums on that, about 15 minutes, and he's going to run around 2:07.00. It's a 4-minute PB, massive.
Well, so it's worth looking at the Australian all-time list. So Andy Buchanan, 2:06.22. He'd need to get a massive spurt on. He's finishing strongly, but that might just be beyond him. Brett Robinson, 2:07.31. Pat Tiernan, 2:07.45. And then you get to the historical legends of the sport. Rob De Castella, 2:07.51. Steve Monaghetti, 2:08.16. Derek Clayton, 2:08.33.
So he's put us to the sword. It's just a matter of how whether the current day guys he can get. I'm not quite giving away the Aussie record just yet. So winning on the Gold Coast, a long time.
This is really special, as you said. HAFTU is the only Australian in the elite field this year, and we'd love to see more. A couple of injuries, took out some of the guys that were planning to run. But how incredible for our one Australian to be the one, running into the home straight.
Just on that point, before we get to the finish line, we can see that he's running strongly. We know that Kebebe's leading the women's race. Unfortunately, there's no road events at the Commonwealth Games this year, so marathon model, I think the Commonwealth Games should be done, but there should have been a half marathon there. It's disappointing that it's not. We've got global marathons everywhere, so the choice for you as to where you run your next marathon isn't an easy one. And for HAFTU to come here knowing that he's got a good opportunity to do this has been a good choice for him.
It has been. It's paid off for sure. This has been a really good choice for him, but maybe on paper you wouldn't have thought so at the start. On the sideline, he'll be absorbing that energy and really channeling it towards the finish line, because that's what I do, and I think all of us really take that on board and use it.
I actually think it's a really important moment for Australian running, but also in this current climate when you contemplate his journey, born in Tigray in Ethiopia. It's been a war-ravaged region with death toll of hundreds of thousands of people. He moved to Australia. He was adopted by a Greek family, went to primary school in Oakley South, and then Haleman College in Keysborough, represented his state school, and then went to World University Championships, went to study in the US, and all of those things that's good about Australia. We've seen it with the Socceroos recently, and now we've got a rising star of Australian distance running, one of many at the moment. It's a glorious time for Australian athletics, and HAFTU STRINTZOS, it's got a great name. Happy is his name that he likes to go by, and this is a breakout performance.
And he's humble, he's a terrific fella, lovely person, a genuine good guy, and we're seeing him, he's fighting hard. He is certainly struggling a bit more, but I think he's still, he's going to run a very fast time, and he knows that. He's just holding together. Every step's one step closer to the finish line.
And something he'll be drawing on is the fact that he actually trains alone in Melbourne, so he has a bit of support with the VAS, someone on the bike, or being out there with him for bottles, but he trains predominantly alone every day, so this is just his bread and butter, running out there on the roads alone, and I think that, that would be tough, but his team, for it to take, 222, 221 to make the team, just with the depth of what.
And I would imagine Beijing, the World Championships, that might be one that a number of athletes decide that might be the best for their preparation, or is it a hard decision?
It's always hard to pass down an Australian team, but I think that the marathon is moving towards separate World Championships in 2030. Yeah. I'm not sure how that's going to look, but Beijing, I think, will be the last one of the whole World Athletics sort of banner.
Yep. Do you think it should be a half marathon? Like, just going back to that point
so,
before, like, I think a
yeah.
half marathon of those,
Yes.
with the World Marathon majors and the growth of that now,
Yeah.
and the money involved and all of those things. Like, you won a medal at the World Championships in the marathon, finishing at the famous Panathinaikos. You followed in the footsteps of Philippides.
Yep.
Thankfully, you didn't drop dead at the finish line after announcing victory.
Very thankful.
But you were there.
Yeah.
The days at the championships, other than the Olympics, having a marathon finish.
Well, there's so much money and prestige in winning something like a Gold
Yeah.
Coast Marathon or a Berlin or Tokyo. So they're almost a bigger incentive now. So I don't hold it, but people can run more marathons nowadays than Izzy. So why not still go to the World?
Yeah.
But if you had a half marathon, Izzy, I think the
100%.
field would be absolute rock stars.
Yeah, I think we're finding now that the top end athletes do end up of not usually going to the World Championship.
Welcome back to the ASICS Gold Coast Marathon.
Fairly strong.
Second fastest time ever by an Australian is 2:07.31 by Brett Robinson. The course record is 2:07.33, so those times are pretty similar. So he's got probably 30 seconds up his sleeve on for a second fastest ever by an Australian.
That's 1K to go right there, I reckon. So if he runs 3, yeah, I reckon he's got it. He's not. I'll tell you, he's given Andy Buchanan's record a shake. I can tell
Definitely.
you.
And I'm not saying that it's easier to do it in a race like Valencia, but yeah, I mean, it is. Like, coming here in the Gold Coast, he's running alone predominantly for this last, 10K section of the race. It's really impressive to be able to come and do this in a race in Australia here, but it just shows that you can run fast in Australian races.
On Australian soil.
On Australian soil.
It'll be the fastest time by an Australian on Australian soil by some margin. Liam Adams 2:08.39 here on the Gold Coast.
It's almost a smile. He doesn't want to quite smile yet. He's still very focused. He's sort of taking that support on his left-hand side, those club tents, and enjoying that cheering from the spectators.
Gap of about 35 seconds back to HIJIKATA of Japan, OZAKI of Japan. The Japanese dominance the last 4 years will be broken here.
500 metres.
Picking up some
to go.
speed. 2:04.
What are we looking at? What's Andy's? I'll tell you.
2:06.22.
I'm happy.
Wow.
It's going to be really impressive.
This
Course
is
record.
in the making on the roads at Gold Coast.
Yeah, course record's in the pocket.
You predicted it, Dave, and it's come to fruition.
I'm not sure I predicted this. I just thought it might be just looking at what he did on his run in Sydney, the disappointment in Valencia. It was more what will today hold for this 26-year-old. Will he become a true marathon runner today? And the answer to that is
Definitely.
yes.
Categorically, yes.
Outstanding, yes.
Yes, yes, and yes.
The Yeah, as you said before, Mona, this is a bit of a longer finishing straight than you first expect when you come in.
It is.
He's not too far away here, so 2:06.22 is the time that we're looking for. I think he's got a big chance of doing this. A minute to the finish line for HAFTU STRINTZOS. It's a long stretch here. He's got to get around the corner. He'll look up and see the finish line.
Come on,
Come on, Happy.
Live,
Come on.
live.
2:06.22, he's going to get the course record. He's going to be the first Australian to win the race since Lee Troop back in 2006. The time is ticking over. He's got 20 seconds to get to the line. You can see the clock. He's picked up the pace. In he comes. HAFTU STRINTZOS. 2:06.08. He's got to get there by 22. I think he might do it. Give us a wide shot. He gets to the line. He's almost there. Is it an Australian record? It's going to be perilously close. Oh, my. He might have got there. We are going to have to wait for a thing in a marathon we've never seen. A photo finish.
Oh, my goodness.
What a run.
I'm speechless.
Wow.
What a run.
Are we giving it to him or not?
I saw 21. I saw 21. I swear.
Going to 22. I have to wait
What
for your
a
finish.
breakout performance from HAFTU STRINTZOS.
Wow. That was unbelievable.
On my screen, I've got an unofficial time of 2:06.20.
Wow.
So we'll just wait for confirmation, but that might be a new Australian record. HIJIKATA of Japan is going to get second. He is going to beat the course record as well. Wow, what a run, what a day, what a moment.
Very strong one.
Still unofficial, 2:06.20.
Wow.
Ron Clark will be celebrating.
Oh, big moment.
Can we celebrate? Can we celebrate?
Oh, it's going ugly.
We'll get OZAKI across the line on his debut. He's going to run a fair time too. He'll be in the sub 2:08 category. So he's going to come down to the line around 2:07.50. And I can tell you that time is now official. 2:06.20, an Australian record for HAFTU STRINTZOS on the Gold Marathon women's race just about at its conclusion. If you've just joined us, well, I feel a bit sorry for you because you missed a momentous occasion in Australian sport with HAFTU STRINTZOS setting a new Australian record in the men's race, 2 seconds off the time. 2:06.20, fastest time ever by an Australian, and this is Almaz Kebebe, the 20-year-old from Ethiopia, who's been in command, but it's been a hard slog towards the finish line, but she's edging closer to it, and 2:24.22 is the course record, Mona.
So about a minute from this point, so she's going to be just outside that, but yeah, still a strong run.
KWAMBAI of Kenya is in second place, 46 seconds behind KAWAMURA of Japan, 2 minutes 52 in arrears, and then Nordberg, the leading Australian, so Abigail Nordberg having a good run. She's 5 minutes and 34 seconds down. So just outside the course record, she put up a good fight. Brilliantly paced by Izzy Batgall's fiancé, Riley Cox, to 30 kilometres.
And Dion's did a great job.
Yeah, it did. It's a long finishing straight, isn't it? As we saw from HAFTU, as you just were willing him to the line, and the clock was ticking, and he was running and edging closer. And
Be under 2:25. It's a very good run.
so what a run this is from the 20-year-old Ethiopian. Just her 5th marathon, and she will claim the prize for 2026. And it looks like she's wanted to do that for the last 5K or so. Just stop running and have a little rest.
She did get the watch, though. That's the important thing. Had the energy to click the watch, but no, she's actually in pretty good shape. She's had a good run, I reckon, today. Happy with Dion's pacing there, and it's helped her for a lot of the journey, and won comfortably in the end. That's a terrific result for Kebebe.
Not showing his face. A bit of a awkward gait after everyone has the marathon.
Yeah. So Antonio KWAMBAI of Kenya.
So Ethiopia takes the win. Kenya comes in second.
The 34-year-old.
The third place
second marathon this year after the third at the LA Marathon. So she's run a solid time as well in the 2:25s. Give you the official time shortly, but it's a good time for her. Her lifetime best, 2:23.20 from Toronto, ran a 2:23 in Seville, so that'll be her third fastest time for KWAMBAI. From our winner shortly. So 2:25.
Not only a course record, breaking the Australian marathon, men's marathon record. Happy days, happy. Thumbs up to the crowd.
I think he will have struggled to settle it too because, you know, he would have wanted the win. He's definitely the underdog, you know, in the field on paper. But to get that Australian record, that is unbelievable. And by 2 seconds, I mean, you're talking the smallest of margins over a 2-hour distance. That's incredible.
Congratulations to his coach Adam Didyk and the teams, VIS and SASI that have been involved. He talked about that, Izzy, and the training that he's done there. The Pacers did a great job. He ran a superb race. You know, there would have been the doubts of what happened in Valencia. He looked good from halfway. That move that he put in with 7K to go to dispense HIJIKATA, we're going to hear from him in a moment. And then, you know, he looked like he dropped off the time monitor, but you weren't giving it away. You're a good judge.
But I'd love to see the breakdown of the actual pace.
The second half,
you know, and see how he's actually kicked it down.
Yeah.
How unbelievable.
Yeah, no, I love it. I can't wait to see his response to these.
I know.
No pressure, Courtney, down there, but wow, we love to hear what he's going to have to say.
And you're just looking at me.
So I'll see if I can work out that. I'll go to the app and get the splits for you. But let's go to Courtney
I have so many questions for you. You have just made history on so many levels. First Australian in 20 years to cross this Gold Coast Marathon finish line. You've broken our Gold Coast Marathon record as well as the Australian record. Take me through how you're feeling right now.
Ecstatic. It hasn't quite registered yet, but I'm sure it will soon. And yeah, this is quite a memorable moment, a breakthrough moment for me. And I've been working hard for this. I'm grateful for all the support I've gotten through my peers, my family, and my coach Adam Didyk. Yeah, super ecstatic, and there's more to come.
There was so much that happened out on course. You were with a group of very, very strong runners for a majority of the race. At what point did you make that decisive move and have the confidence just to run it home?
I felt pretty good by about 30K, and I just want to give a shout out to Ethan Shuley and the Japanese guys. They were spot on with the pacing through to 30 and 32K, and I felt pretty good at that point. And I discussed with my coach Adam prior to the start of the race to, you know, depending on how I feel at the 30K mark, to just go for it, take my chances, and whatever happens, happens.
You came into the Gold Coast in red-hot form. You've had a great season so far. Sitting on that press conference the other day with some of the top marathon runners in the world, did you believe that you had what it took to win today?
Yes, I did. I knew it was just a matter of, you know, getting it on paper on the day. You know, just getting on with the nuances of the body, and yeah, I knew I had it in me. It was just a matter of when and not if, and this was a perfect opportunity for it with top field.
ASICS Gold Coast Marathon, it's an iconic course out there. As an Aussie running out there, what was the vibe like? Did the crowds lift you and bring you across that finish line?
Oh my goodness, it was amazing. The energy was amazing through the halfway mark, and also coming back towards the finish line to go the other way. And yeah, the last 10K was just ecstatic. The energy of the crowd helped me get through.
And HAFTU, you know, running is an individual sport, but it takes a team to get here. You've shout out to Adam. Just a little bit of a mention to any of those supporters out there who were cheering you on today.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, in many ways, I'm just the face. There is an entire support structure behind me. I'm grateful to ASICS and my team, Team Tempo, and of course, I wouldn't be here without my family's support. So super grateful.
Race of your life, race of your career. I can't wait to see what's to come. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, what a run. Won by a minute. First Australian winner for 20 years. A course record, an Australian record. And there's confirmation of the times. 2:06.20 by 2 seconds over...
Almaz, at just 20 years of age, you've just won at the ASICS Gold Coast Marathon. What does victory mean for you here?
Almaz, umri digdama kanani Gold Coast Marathon mo'achuun kee maal sitti dhaga'ama?
Baay'ee gammadeen jira. Waaqayyo haa ulfaatu. Teessoo isaa irratti kanan gammadeen jira baay'ee.
Yeah, thanks God. this is a big victory for me. This is unbelievable.
We'd love to hear about the race today. There was a really strong field that she was running with, and then she broke away and there was no one in sight. Just tell me about that moment.
Dorgommiin cimaa ture. Akkamitti cabsitee baate achi keessa maal sitti fakkaata?
Beesonnis bareeda nu deemanii bakka ofitti isaan naa deemnan bareeda jedhee too'in bahee deeme.
Yeah, the pace was really good, and then they go for me, and then I chased them. That was really good. So yeah, it was good.
ASICS Gold Coast Marathon, it's one of Australia's most iconic marathons. Well, you know, how does this set her up for the rest of the year?
Maraatoniin ASICS jechuun Awustiraaliyaa keessa guddaa maraatooniidha. Maal sitti dhagama asirra mo'achuun kee?
Baay'ee gammadeen jira. Sirriitti natti tolee jira. Baay'ee gammadeen jira.
I'm really happy, and it's a surprise for me, and amazing. The course is amazing, and I'm really happy.
And finally, how much has she loved the Gold Coast experience, you know, racing here in the Gold Coast, Australia?
Maal sitti dhagama Gold Coast, maal sitti fakkaata biyyi Gold Coast ni sin jechaa jirti. Gold Coast ni akkam maal sitti dhagama biyyi maa akkamitti ilaalte?
Bareeda biyyisi natti tolee jira. Baay'ee gaarii.
Yeah, it is a beautiful place, and I love it. I like it.
And a few words to all those supporters back home watching today.
Biyyatti waan jechuu qabdaa, waan ergaa dabarsuu kan dabarsitu qabdaayi.
Baay'ee waan natti tolee, bakka natti tolee jira waan dabarsu.
Yeah, what I'm passing to my home country, I'm happy, and thank you for supporting. Thank you for everything.
Outstanding performance, gold medal at the ASICS Gold Coast Marathon for 2026. Congratulations.
Baga gammadee, baga mo'attee sin jechaa jirti.
Galatooma naa jedhe.
Thank you everyone. Thank you so much.